Sarah Brady of Iron Fire. I'm here the day after the 2023 UTMB with third place man Germain Grangier. Congratulations, how are you?
Thanks. Yeah, I'm doing good today. Yeah.
Okay. And did you get any sleep, and how's your legs and everything feeling?
Yeah, I got a pretty good amount of sleep, and the legs for sure are not perfect, but it's not too bad.
Okay, not going anywhere too quickly today anyway. Yeah, so this is your third UTMB and your best performance so far. So you've previously been ninth and then moved up to fifth. So you said in your pre-race interview that you'd kind of committed to it a little bit more this year in terms of like spending the last few weeks in Chamonix in more specific preparation. So do you think that's what made the difference and led to a better performance this year?
Yeah, I think it's more like a global approach. I would say I had better training through the whole year. I was more consistent and did way more running than I used to. Before I used to cross-train a lot with biking, and I think like I needed more kilometer also in my legs to be more consistent during the whole UTMB like race until the end. So, and yeah, for sure the fact that I stayed in the valley longer this time also helped. So yeah, it's like, as always, like multifactorial. I don't know what to say. Yeah.
Okay. And how did you find the conditions then? I thought they seemed quite perfect, but I know some people said it was a bit too humid during the night and that was an issue.
Yeah, it was super humid. The start of UTMB is always humid, more or less. But yeah, on the terrain was pretty wet. Some snowfield also over Col du Bonhomme. The downhill to Les Chapiaux was really wet and slippery. And one thing was that it was really foggy. Most of the downhill we had to like use the lower settings of the headlamps because it was too foggy to really see, and there was too much reflection with the fog. But otherwise the temperature was just perfect. Yeah.
Okay. That sounds like a bit more of an adventure with the fog. So then the first half of the race, you were never too far back from the front. You were kind of swapping positions around the top six. So how did that first half of the race feel? Were you very comfortable throughout?
Yeah, I tried to stay like in a comfortable pace and state of mind until Courmayeur and see how it will evolve from then. And yeah, I was pretty close from the leaders whole night, and I stayed with most of the night with Peter Hangdal, who's a friend, and I also like sometimes do skimo racing, and he's around. Okay. So I knew him from like the winter, and yeah, we had such a nice night together until Courmayeur.
Okay.
And yeah.
And then you'd said previously as well that Courmayeur to La Foulie was your favourite part of the course. So how did that go? Was that when you started to move a little bit forward into podium position?
Yeah, that's true. Then I think from Courmayeur to Champé I was alone actually. Mm-hmm. And that's the part of the race I like also the most. So I think I took advantage of liking this part and being alone and being more in tune with my feelings and try to find a good pace, and made it to Champé.
Great. And then when I seen you just coming into Champé, you were just in front of Jim by like a half a second, and it was like a close battle and like loads of people around you. That must have felt quite intense. How was that part?
Yeah, I knew that Jim was not too far because people were telling me he was just ahead. So yeah, I catch up I would say at the end of the more or less the climb of Champé with Jim. And I honestly it was only going to be me passing Jim and keep going. And when I saw him running by me on the lake of Champé, mm-hmm. I was like, okay, he's like definitely going at another speed now.
Okay.
And I tried to like buffer it first, and then I understood he was really on a mission.
Okay. Did you feel like you were a little bit stronger maybe on that like uphill bit before Champex, and then it got to the flat and he's very fast then?
Yeah, exactly. It's the first two things I told myself when the speed was really different is that okay, Jim changed shoes, maybe has like good running shoes, new road running shoes, and then I was thinking, okay, this is definitely Jim's like best
Yes.
like parts, so I was trying to hold it like that.
Okay.
And I was thinking I would like maybe catch up in the like steeper part of the bovine climb,
Yeah.
but no, it didn't happen.
Okay. And it's still like I suppose it's the final almost quarter of the race, but it's still 50 kilometers to go, so you can't push too hard and do someone else's pace either. Did you find that you had to hold back and not be too sucked along by him?
Yeah, it's exactly what I took like 5 minutes to think about that. And yeah, if I was trying to push to stay with him, I probably would have like blow up like somewhere around like Trian or Valorcine, and then probably like maybe losing my podium spot.
Yeah.
That's why when people were saying to me Zach is about 8 to 10 minutes, I took the split from behind because I wanted to know if I can do my real push and not like totally blow up. But it ended up that the split with Gap was always the same, and with Zach was always the same. So
Yeah.
so yeah.
Zach said he noticed that too, that the split back to you was constant, and he was like, oh no. Yeah, and then I was just wondering, because you've done this race before, about the course changes. It was like slightly different towards the end this year. Did you find that much different or better or worse?
Yeah, I already knew the new race route from Col des Montées to Chamonix. I'm not a big fan of that because it's like it's not really going up. It's a lot of up and down. It's really technical. So yeah, I think I prefer Tetovan. Yeah.
You prefer the original route?
Yeah, I prefer the original. So
Okay.
it's like the big climb and then the big downhill.
Yeah.
And yeah, I prefer
Yeah.
that.
That last downhill is very good from La Figure. Okay, great. And then, so this is a really good performance to get on the podium, but do you think this is you peaking at UTMB, or would you be ambitious to come back and try and do better again?
Yeah, I don't know. The only thing with UTMB is that every time I finish the race is a faster time for me and a better position. So it always keeps me in the mood of maybe getting back to UTMB, but I don't know yet. But yeah, definitely try to do something better. Yeah.
Okay. It's a little too soon to ask that really anyway. And then in terms of the rest of the year, you've done quite a lot already, so are you going to just chill out now for the autumn, or have you anything else?
Yeah, I think I will just wait for the snow to land at home and get on the skis when the condition will be great. And I think I probably will be done like racing, running. Yeah.
Okay, nice to have that change for the winter season anyway. Well, congratulations again, and thanks so much for taking the time out to talk to us, and enjoy your recovery.
Thanks a lot.